YouTube? It's me, insecure, but it doesn't really matter, it's 2022, everyone is. I wanted to make this video, as the title says, to explain to you about the time I was in the most pain I've ever been in my entire life. So let's get into it. So, I'm a man. Well, I'm a boy. As any man or boy would tell you, there is one thing that we all unanimously fear. Not everyone knows they fear it, but the second they know about it, they fear it. And this is the story of how I encountered it. Right now, every guy is in the comment section guessing as to what this pain was, and you're all right. Drumroll. It's a little known thing called testicle torsion. I will now give every guy in the audience time to recoil in pain. For all the uterus havers or just ill-informed guys, allow me to explain what testicle torsion is. Basically, it's when, for no reason at all, just for shits and giggles, your balls just decide to it just twists. And I shouldn't have to tell you that excruciating is the only word to describe it. Aspartame. Now, allow me to explain when this happened. It was Father's Day this year, June 11th, maybe? Is that right? It was June something, 2022. And I just taken a shower, and it was about 4 o'clock, and I knew now I had to interact with my grandparents, which they're lovely, if a little old-fashioned racist people, but they're nice. They have great wisdom. My grandpa, when he's not dropping the N-word, can actually be pretty funny. But I wasn't looking forward to it because I just hate interacting with people. Look at me. Do I look like I like interacting with people? Just got done taking a shower, and I get out, and I notice something. I'm like, oh, did I, like, put my thighs together too hard? Or, oh, did I hit something? I must have hit something. That's what it felt like. It felt like I got lightly hit with, like, a pull cue, but, like, not too bad. So I'm thinking, okay, it's no big deal. I get dressed. About 5 minutes later, I'm walking out to my shop where my grandparents are, because we're making homemade ice cream. I'm walking out there and I'm noticing, pain's still there. The pain's still there. You know, I keep trucking because, you know, I'm sure it's not a big deal. 10 minutes go by, and I'm like trying to sit down out there, and I couldn't sit down. I'm like standing up bow-legged, like it was not very fun because my ankles bow inwards, so standing for long periods of time hurts. So I was kind of damned if I do, damned if I didn't, you know? I don't think that was correct grammar. I'm like, hey dad, can I go to the bathroom? Gotta take a shit. He's like, yeah. Didn't have to take a shit. I'm like waddling back to the house, and I'm like, what the do I do? I go medicine cabinet, I pop a couple Advil, like, please, for the love of God, just do something. It did nothing. I remember it had been 20 minutes and I was already in like crying pain, and I had no idea what was going on. I thought I had cancer. I called one of my friends and I was like, hey, we're pretty close, right? And he goes, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, so what do you do if your balls are just hurting really, really bad? He just starts laughing, as anyone would. If one of your guy friends calls you up and is just like, yeah, what happens if your balls start hurting? You're gonna laugh no matter who you are, because you're a human being and pain is funny. After he stops laughing, he goes, I don't know, man, I can tell you how to look for testicular cancer, that's about it. And I'm like, thanks, you're useless. I hung up. Again, I'm waddling back out to the shop. Dad, Dad, my grandparents and my mom's out there. I don't know how to say this in front of them. And my car was damaged at the time. I hit a deer. Hey Dad, I need you to come help me check something on my car. We get out there, and he goes, what you need me to see? And I'm pointing at the spot where the deer was. Right here. This is what I need you to see. He gets really close to me, and I look him dead in the eyes, and I go, My balls hurt so f***ing bad right now. I need to go to the hospital. This is not a joke. This is not an emergency. I need to go to the f***ing hospital. My parents hate when I swear, but yeah, I didn't hear a word out of him. He knew. He knew this was a problem. He knew this was an emergency. He knew this needed to be treated right away. He's like, all right, go in the house. I'll get the truck, and I'll take you to the hospital. He pulls up the truck. I'm like waddling up. The truck is it's a step up into the truck. So, Dad, what did you tell everyone? He goes, yeah, I tell them that your balls are hurting. The whole point of me lying about something with my car was so I didn't have to tell my family about this. And he goes, yeah, I know. Again, Father's Day. It is Father's Day. The day I should be celebrating my dad for creating me. I should be celebrating that. I should be thanking him. Hey, Dad, thanks for making me. But instead, I'm making my dad drive me to the hospital because of my balls. This truck, bumpy as shit. We're going over these country hills like boom, boom, and each one I thought I was going to die. We finally get in there. The doctor comes up to me and he's like, "So what's the problem?" And I'm like, I couldn't talk, so my dad's just like, "Yeah, his balls twisted." I'm like, "Cool." Like, all right, I'm gonna take a look at it. Oh, and because of this whole experience, I get the good knowledge of knowing there's about 5 extra adults who now know how small my penis is. With no regard for how much pain I'm in, he's looking and goes, that alone was horrific. And then he doesn't decide to go, yeah, you have testicle torsion. You're gonna need it twisted back. I'm gonna have to do that, but brace yourself. I figured that's a pretty good thing to say. No, he just goes, we've gotten to know each other pretty well. When I say I screamed like a little, I mean I screamed like a little bit. And my dad didn't even find it funny. He was just pissed. He goes, "Oh my god, I understand it hurts, but man up." And I'm like, "Mother, you want me to twist your ball?" He untwisted it. Now, after it gets untwisted, nurse comes in. She puts an IV in my arm, pump me up full of painkillers. Amazing. I felt much better. That they did an ultrasound to make sure it wasn't like cancer and that actually was twisted. Oh, so have you ever had an ultrasound before? No, I've never been pregnant. And she's has the gel and the little thing on it, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a boy. Finally, I go home like, huh? What a way to spend Father's Day. The worst part about it is, I went to a urologist the next day, and according to him, if this thing happens once, it therefore can now happen again. And if it happens again, that means it will become a recurring thing, which means I'd have to get surgery. Let me tell you, I don't think there's been a day that's gone by where I don't exaggerate in my mind the slightest little twinge of pain to be end of the world. I feel a small bit of pain. I'm like, oh my god, this is it. I really hope I didn't wake up my parents. It's like 2 in the morning. Or midnight, I'm not sure. And let me tell you something. When I was in middle school and I knew what a period was, I'll admit, every guy in the world used to be an asshole in middle school. So I'll admit it. I used to make the old jokes of, oh, eggs are disintegrating into blood and guts and scraping off excess of your uterine wall and spilling out once a month. See, I don't believe that anymore because like I've seen many friends in horrible pain because of it, and I understand that it's painful, but I never once like apologized for making those jokes because like it had been years and everyone forgot about them, so I never apologized for making those jokes. And I think this was a punishment from God for making those jokes. He's up there looking down on me like, that's right, you son of a bitch. Yeah, how's that feel? Uh-huh, uh-huh. I want to say, any man in the world who has ever once gone, oh, you're on your period, see, man up, why don't you? Woman up, why don't you? And just shake it off. If I got my period, that's how I'd react. minor inconvenience. Any guy that's ever once genuinely thought that deserves testicle torsion. And just like that, they will take back that at all. I made a couple dumb jokes in middle school and elementary school when I was really ignorant and didn't even know what I was talking about. And I still think I deserve that lesson to teach me. That was the most pain I've ever been in. I hope this story was incredibly uncomfortable for you to listen to, because now you know at least a little bit of the pain I went through that day. Thank you. Where's the off button?